Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. Is there really anything better than immersing yourself in football all afternoon on a Saturday? And we continue with this one. It's the Texas A&M Aggies and the Alabama Crimson Tide. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe already putting her to work with some injury news. Holly?
Guys, I caught up with the Texas A&M head coach before the game. Coach said because they are still without their starting quarterback, this has been essential to have a bye week this week. Give their backup all of the reps with the #1 offense, something he typically doesn't do all season long. So they have really focused on more reps, more reads, so he can really hit the ground running here today early in this game. Back to you.
We'll see what kind of impact that has, Holly. Texas A&M set to kick off to christen this game. Bringing it out. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. The ride. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets him out to the 25-yard line.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. To give to the back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive points.
Now looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 26. Changing the routes with his receivers. Just going to keep it after the snap. Powers through the defender. Oh, he's got some space. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. Russell on play action. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
quarterback's got to get rid of the ball. That last sack's not on the line. That's on him. Now it's third down. They'll move the wide receiver. From the gun on third down, Keelan Russell. It's caught downfield. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there, because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it. And you've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him and take him away as much as possible.
Look out! Firing to the right, complete. There he goes! He's forced out of bounds just short of the goal line, a mere yard away from pay dirt. Alabama pushing the tempo. They'll use the running game on first and goal. And he's in! Touchdown, Crimson Tide!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. So a drive there of 82 yards, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. The run inside. It's Edwards. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in...
Going to take a shot at this DB. Snags it at the 30 and still running. Finds some room. Touchdown, Aggie. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
Well, we know, David, talking to the coaches before the game, they wanted to get this guy involved. Weren't able to do it early, but they saw the matchup, took advantage of his speed, and it's a long touchdown.
Yeah, and sometimes it takes a minute to figure out what the defense is doing, but then now you figure it out, and now you go to your go-to guy. He has all the speed, man. He can win outside. You want to play man-to-man coverage on him? You want to leave him on an island? It's not going to turn out well.
And he's going to bring it out. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. And to use that big, powerful, stiff arm to extend the play and pick up a few extra yards. That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on second and short. Sees it out.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. Gives it. Runs through the tackle. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. You can go way back in the history books to the wishbone attack all the way back to the first Rose Bowl team. Alabama builds its identity on a strong running game.
Builds it on dudes that tote the rock and do it with nastiness, with some physicality. Not one guy's going to bring them down, and you see it year after year with these guys, and there's always somebody that's going to be a physical challenge to try to get on the ground.
They go play action with Russell. The throw. Caught, it's Edwards. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. Now on the counter. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Quarterback keeps it. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Alabama quickly back to the line.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Keelan Russell. Rush right in his face. And he never had a chance.
That's a curious play call offensively to try to throw after that great gain on the ground the snap before. If you're winning in the trenches up front, keep it going. Let the big fellas go to work. I don't like the idea of throwing the ball there.
Really need to pick up some yardage this time on 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Mack. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Ninth play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Mack, they're all over it. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin them deep. Fair catch is made inside his own 20 at the 17-yard line. Texas A&M offense goes back to work. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. The give on the counter. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking for a man. It's Ncaa. Still looking to his right. Trying to make magic with his feet. Slides past the sticks, and he converts on second and long. Great awareness on the scramble.
And he's really proven to this defense that he's just not a one-trick pony. He can beat you through the air, and now he can do this. Now he can take off and scramble, move the sticks, get his first down for his offense. This defense, they're starting to learn pretty quickly. This guy is a talented joker at quarterback.
Quick give. It's Edwards. Makes him talk to the hand. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the third down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Trying to... Oh, it's a fumble. No, look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
Texas A&M ready to go with another first down. Wide receiver comes in motion. The hand to the running back. Give him a pickup of 2, now second and 8.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run or hide. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a second down and long situation.
After picking up a couple, it's second and 8. Off the bootleg and rolling out. And the quarterback will take a sack back in the 36.
And here's what I like about that, man. That feels like an instinctive play. Like this guy almost knew it was coming. You know, most of the time in a bootleg, they want to show you the run first, but he wasn't buying it. Went right to the quarterback, saw it, and made the big sack.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Back to throw, it's Ncaa. Here comes the heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
Not a lot of room to field this one. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Tide offense rolls onto the field. I can't think of anything that frustrates an offensive coordinator more than holding the ball a long time and having no points to show for it, David.
And Reese, first downs, yards, that's not even what they look at anymore. Yards don't really matter. You got to execute those critical areas on the field and get points on the board.
Yeah, it was mental errors on that last drive, too, that led to negative plays. They got to get those things erased and pull it back together here on this drive. Go put some points up on the board.
That's why you want to get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. It lets you beat a blitz. It lets you get a first down.
And that makes me think, do I want to blitz? You know, how do I leave him open? Because they keep dumping it off to the running back and having success. I'm going to think twice about bringing the blitz. Nice read by the QB. Nice job by the running back getting some extra yards and getting the first down.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback will keep it. It'll be a gain of 6. Sets up 2nd and 4. Alabama pushing the tempo.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Making the adjustment on the play. Russell. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And, man, it's fun to watch a defense that really knows how to pressure the quarterback and that have guys that can win up front. That's the 4th sack of the day. We're still in the first half, but they got a bunch of guys up front that twist and stunt and move and know how to rush the passer. This offense has got to find a way to get the ball out quicker and protect better up front.
Russell from the gun on 3rd down. Out wide left, it's Barney. Here he goes. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23. The Crimson Tide move the sticks through the air. Let's see if they go back to it here.
You know it's always a good idea? Getting it to your best playmaker. That's a good idea. Whether it's shallow, whether it's deep, this guy can make things happen. He's lightning in a bottle when he catches the football. And that pass, it was short, but watch him. He can make guys miss, outrun, turn those little bitty catches into big plays.
Left side is Edwards. Bulldozes his way through. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Look, you want to make the quarterback feel you. You want to get pressure in his face. That was so close, but just a tad late. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. It can get frustrating chasing that quarterback, but you got to pull up. The roughing the passer penalty gives him the 1st down. Trying to run it in. Knocked down immediately.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
They lost ground on 1st down. Now 2nd and goal from the 5. He's going to change things up against this defensive look.
Kill. 8-14 choice. 8-14 choice.
Looks as if he's going to run it. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
And that is exactly what you want in your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. These DBs going to give a little cushion. Looking to throw, it's Ncaa. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Straight ahead, it's Hill. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Russell on play action. Out wide left, it's Edwards. He is wrestled down at the 17-yard line. They've got a 1st down in the red zone. Hands it off. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Alabama! Great job by the back on the option.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And, David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the 1st half.
Don't know if the defense will appreciate having to defend a short field from the start after that penalty. Gets the back moving. Looking downfield, it's Ncaa. Oh, pressure's coming. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Swings it out to the flat. Nowhere to go and not much to show for that one. Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Rushes on. Passes incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
And on money down defensively, you've got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. And a precision punt there will pin them deep inside their own 10-yard line. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Throwing Russell. The screen, he can go. Breaks into the open. They make the stop, and that is the end of the 1st half. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, welcome into the EA Sports College Football Update Show, the Week 4 edition. So let's dive right in. We start with Oregon taking on the Michigan Wolverines. And it's the Ducks chasing a 6th straight victory today. This team is a snowball rolling downhill, just adding momentum with every new week. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
The Aggies offense will have another go at it. trailing by a couple of scores. They'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a score.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
The Tide crowd rolling noise down on the Saban field on third down. Out of the backfield, he's open. On the move at the 30. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
And that's why, through the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. It doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Man, how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Looking for running room. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Back to throw, it's Ncaa. Under pressure. He's going to run it. He's going to be a little bit short of that first down marker, and this defense did a tremendous job not to lose contain on the scramble.
Really nice job by the defense that time. Third down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he wants to script.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Snapped on fourth down. Extending the play. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up.
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. Texas A&M going up tempo.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
They just keep firing. Going for 6. Incomplete. He was looking for the score there.
And this offense shows right away on first down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on second down and goal?
Now second and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. He's looking to throw. Moving to his left. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And I really like the decision by the quarterback there. And listen, it's early in the downs. Like, don't force it. Don't make a turnover. He tucks it, get what you can get, and then live to play the next down. I like that execution by the QB.
Finds his big tight end. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Aggies. On to attempt the try. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target. They make the big play, get the touchdown.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. comes that Alabama offense. So after watching their defense immediately give up a touchdown drive here in the third quarter, they'll try to answer here. Finds his man on the RPO. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Making the adjustment. Keelan Russell finds his man. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Alabama quickly back to the line. Powers inside. Let's see exactly where they mark this, but it looks as if they're going to be a few inches short of the first down. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. Kick is in the air. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so it can be explosive.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Moving out to the right. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Look out! Good job just to get rid of that one.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. Tide ready to roll on offense. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Palmer.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here.
There he goes down the right side. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
Wide receiver going in motion. They want to run this quarterback. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on 1st down.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You've really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. They'll move the wide receiver. They're looking for an advantage to the right. Turning it on. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. They've really got this offense humming. Just the 4th play of the drive, and it's 1st and goal. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. A designed run for the quarterback. Touchdown, Bama! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, they've been calling his number, running the ball a lot on this drive, Dave. That's an outstanding run right there. But whether it's designed or whether it's off script scrambling around, this defense can't find a way to corral this guy. And if I was on offense, I'd keep letting him do this.
Yeah, and the annoying thing is, man, the quarterback gets the ball every single play. They snap it to him. He can throw it. He can scramble. He can run. So really just opens up the whole field is at his mercy. And this defense right now, not finding a lot of answers. They've got to do something to stop this quarterback.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Working the ground game. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. And the Aggies will hustle to the line.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they...
And the heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
I'm the offensive coordinator. I'm thinking about shifting this defensive end with running backs. I'm leaving my tight ends in to help this tackle because we cannot block him. He's already got 2 sacks.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a 4th down.
And his passing game, they can't get in sync, man. They can't get in rhythm. It seems like all game it's been a struggle. Nice job by the defense, dropping back, breaking on the football. But this offense has to find their rhythm somehow, some way.
Makes a move. Spins away. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Motion from the back. Quarterback keeper. Smashes ahead. Knocked down at the 24-yard line, but it's a big gain. 15 yards on the play, and this offense is in business. It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. He's changing the play. Motion from the wideout. Still on his feet. What a run. Takes it all the way down to the 11-yard line,
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
The Tide with the 1st and 10. They'll go play action with Matt. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown Tide! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide.
Nice job on the route and catch by the tight end scoring that touchdown. And it doesn't matter what play this offense calls. All game long, everything has been working. This has been a master class in offensive productivity.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Texas A&M's offense takes the field, ready to get this drive going. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Soft spot in the middle. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
I know a lot of people don't like prevent yourself from winning, but when I'm up by 3 scores in the 4th quarter, I am not giving up a single big play.
And oh, what a grab on the layout on the right side. Texas A&M going quickly. And Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense all game long. They find themselves in a hole, but I love the aggressive nature. Keep taking shots. Keep trying to claw your way back into this one.
Just keep slinging it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. Looking downfield, it's Ncaa. Hauls it in. And he's tackled, stopped at the 14. They'll move the chains. They've got a 1st down in the red zone. From the red zone, looking for a space. Lets it fly. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll throw again after the incompletion. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now. If you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, you're going to have time to throw.
His drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Defense in press coverage. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Finds his man. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Needs it here on 4th down. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Fired in from the red zone for the score. PAT unit on the field. And the extra point is good, but they still trail 35-21.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
Two-point conversion attempt is coming. Looking for a man. It's Ncaa. And he makes the catch. It's a deuce. coming out of the end zone. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. So that last touchdown made it a two-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. Big collision there, and they'll mark him down after a 6-yard gain.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Six-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. Quarterback signaling to his guy. Give to the running back. There he goes. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Sends it back in motion. Using his feet. Here's a little room there. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
And that's another productive run. This offense has had a bunch of them today, and the running back, I think this lead was built on this guy. He's done a great job all game long setting the tone, and I think that's why this offense has been successful.
Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Right side, it's Edwards. Slipping, sliding, dancing his way down to the 32. Looks as if we have an injured player for the Aggies on the field. Looks as if it's the junior linebacker who's still down on the play, and Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on his condition. Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. Smart move to... It's a fumble. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that one.
Ball at the 31, 3rd and short coming, defense trying to rise up. Quarterback changing the play. Burrowing for yardage. They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They've finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And that will extend their lead even further.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative, use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. The Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Back to pass, it's Ncaa. Rush right in his face. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. Texas A&M going up tempo.
Great job by the defense that time getting the sack. But no time to celebrate. You got to line up right now because the offense is going tempo.
They're all over him. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode. And what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback. And you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy in front.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Picked off. What a play to set him up. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. The Alabama offense coming onto the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes if you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring. I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And the route is on. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide.
That's a nice job by this offense. Nice job putting a drive together late. This might seal this football game. And nice response. It's nice to be home and come back to the home crowd after you've lost a couple games. Get some mojo going back in your way.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Moves the pocket. It's Ncaa. He's taking a deep shot. Makes a deep grab. Big play on that one as he works his way all the way to the 28-yard line. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Snap on first down, wants to throw. He's not afraid to go deep. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Short throw to the sideline, picks up just a little.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see.
He'll take a shot. It is incomplete, and he almost had himself an interception in the end zone. It'll be 4th down.
This is my favorite time to be a defensive lineman, man.
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down. I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Got to make the play on 4th. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that 4th down. Wants to throw again. Into the end zone. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds in this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this.
Touchdown, Texas A&M. Right on the money, and he makes the grab in the end zone. How about this? These guys are going for 2. Dropping back, it's Ncaa. He's got it, so they convert the 2 and keep just a flicker of hope alive, down 2 possessions. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed.
Open field on the right. And how much running room have they been able to find on the ground? Man, are they piling up some gaudy rushing stats.
What great explosiveness by this running back to break through and almost get to the house, Jesse, but just comes up short.
Well, I'll tell you, he had a lot of help downfield as well. Receivers getting blocks and making life easier on the back there. And all of a sudden now, this offense knocking on the door deep down in their opponent's territory.
They'll send the back in motion. On the move. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal. Alabama pushing the tempo. Russell. Buying time to his right. Out wide right, it's Edwards. And he tried to string out that run, but there was nowhere to turn it upfield, and he's forced out of bounds for a loss. From the gun on 3rd down, Keelan Russell. Short pass. Shakes a man, and he might take off. He'll be stopped right there. They threw it short of the goal line, and now they've got some ground to cover on 4th down.
And it makes it so hard on the defense trying to stop these guys because they're not just throwing it to wide receivers in the passing game. They've got a huge weapon here at tight end, and he just shows you how difficult he is to bring down after the catch.
They'll try to tack on a little extra to this lead with a touchdown here on 4th and goal. Calls his own number. And he's not going to be able to wedge his way there. The defense with the stop. This noise is deafening, trying to keep this offense from being able to operate. Here's a throw downfield late. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Bringing it back. He's run out of bounds, and that's going to do it. The defense coming up large and putting a wrap on this one.
And, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation, trying to get this thing close. The big INT. Finally, the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. And while this game is all but decided, the offense's job is to score. So they might try to score again.
Move.
Throwing Russell. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Well, and you don't want to make it interesting, right? You got a 2-possession lead. You want to go out there, take care of the football. Cough it up. The coaches are going to be very, very ticked off, but defense now, go make them earn it all the way down the field. Let that clock run out.
First order of business, get out of this hole as the drive starts at their own 7-yard line. Right side, it's Craver. Oh, he's got some space. Brought down at the 20. It's a first down as this offense tries to get something going from deep in its own territory. Fight until the dying breath. 1 second remaining as they call timeout, and this will be the final play of the ball game. Here comes the heat. They fought to the bitter end, and the final incompletion puts a wrap on it. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. And that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game, David. This was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big plays. So that's why offenses are ahead of defenses in this game. It was no different.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.